I'm talking with my phone closed. Good morning, everyone. Let's start. We're live on YouTube. Today, we're gonna talk about exploring the world. What drives your curiosity as a traveler? Traveler. Oh my God, what is going on with my tongue today? I have some expressions too that I will put here on the chat. And who wanna start introducing yourself? Mel, you wanna start?
Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo, capital. I really like to study languages. I like to travel a lot, and I like to go to the beach when that's possible. I love animals, especially dogs. I love creating things, making art, and that's it about me. And how about can I say? How about you, Aparecida? Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Aparecida Semirami. I am from Rio Verde, Goiás. I am married. I have one daughter. I love animals. I have 7 cats here in my home now. and I love doing exercise like walking, swimming, something who move my body. But when I go doing something of the exercise, and I like outside normally, walk or ride a bike. And I love take care of my garden too in the weekends. And I love stay with my family, watch movies, or only go away or hang out, something like this. It's this.
Nice, thank you, Aparecida. Well, Osvaldo, can you go, please?
Okay, well, I'm a kind of person that like about almost everything, I guess, because I like to study. I like of my current role. I like of my family, play video games, play guitar. Sometimes I try to sing as well. About traveling, it's another kind of piece of my life that I'd like to do, but actually I don't have money to do that. But I have planned to live abroad, and well, I'm sure that today we'll talk. This topic will be so interesting for me and all of you. Yeah, that's it. Well, Rodrigo, you just came here, so if you want to introduce yourself for us, please.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Uh, I am Rodrigo. I am 39 years old. I am married and I have 2 daughters. I'm going to work as a data engineer in IT. I was born in Tuverava, São Paulo, but my current live in Franca, São Paulo, next to the Ribeirão Preto. Um, I graduated with a degree in information system, IT2. I in my free time, I like it play with my daughters and I can go out and travel with my family. Like watching TV series too and movies. Like watch reads and learning other things, English too. And I'm thinking that's it. I don't know next people.
Thank you, Rodrigo. I think Clinton that just already came. Clinton?
Hello, good morning. My name is Clinton Brito. I'm 31 years old. I live in Aracaju, Sergipe. I'm married. I have 4 pets. My professional background is in business management and financial markets. And I'm currently transitioning career to software engineering. I've been studying software development for the past year and a half, and I try to get my first paid job in the area. and currently I'm working as backend developer as a volunteer for a local project here in Brazil. And I'm a little bit ill yet. You're muted.
Or your mic is not working. We just can see your mouth moving.
Hello?
Okay, it's
Yes.
perfect.
Now I can hear you, but you can hear me.
Yeah,
That's a disaster.
don't worry.
Oh, let me see.
No, we can hear you now.
I find another alto-falante. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can you
it's
hear us?
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let
Can you
me.
hear us?
Yes, now I can hear.
Great, great.
Now I can see you. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, again. Thank you, people, for your patience. Well, let me introduce myself. I will be brief. I'm Aline. I'm 37 years old. I feel young like a kid. I heard your feedback in the last immersion, Clinton, and now I'm not saying that I'm feel old. And I'm living at São Miguel dos Milagres, Alagoas. I love animals too, Aparecida. I have 6 cats. I like to stay outside too, to go to the beach, walking here on my little city. Well, let's start. Aparecida, can you read the first question for us and answer, please?
Number one, what motivates you to choose a specific destination when planning a trip? Well, for me, I usually look for quiet places close to nature and beaches that are not too busy normally. Of course, it's sometimes not possible, but when we travel with family or with friends, the choose of the place we travel, it's to other people, not for me only. And but when I can choose, I choose some places more calm and not with a lot of busy or crowd of peoples. I love visit the historical places too, like museums. I love visit museums. Like here in my city, it's a medium city. We don't have a museums, but it's a thing I love, and when I travel, one thing I like to visit museums when it's possible, of course, because I like to look and understand the culture, the things, the place, the pictures, everything about the place. And I believe about this question is this for me.
Aparecida, nice. A curiosity about me that I hate to go to museum. Can you believe that? After we're gonna talk about more that. Can you go, Osvaldo, please?
Yeah, I don't have any opinion about museum, but I remember when I was child, I went there a lot because the school were, planned this kind of visiting, right? Well, in my case, actually, it's related and about my life and career aspiration, right? Because, like I said, I aspire to live abroad for some seasons of my life. I don't know if I stay there for a long time, but I'd like to have this kind of experience. Actually, I used to search about economic yeah, economic and social infrastructure. Um, about the schools because I have a stepson, little child, little stepson, and about my children. For example, I'm getting European citizenship. I I I will I will get almost there. I have the last interview on the Spanish consul on São Paulo in November, but yeah, everything is ready to that day. Uh, so well, so for example, I'm searching about USA, Switzerland, Germany, Spain, of course, New Zealand, Australia, and yeah, I think the main countries are that. Yeah, so I'm looking for place that have good opportunities for my current role, right? And yeah, that's it. And Mel, tell us more about your motivations to know another place, please.
Yeah. In my case, what motivates me to choose a specific destination is mainly if there's any specific reason to do that. Like, for example, if I'm going to meet some people or for a course, a presential course, that can be the reason. But if that's just for traveling, just for fun, or to relax a little bit, I think it's mainly the custo-benefício and a great place for me to be. So not a place that I know is more dangerous because I'm from São Paulo, so there's this in the fronts on the street like every day. So if I can go to a better place, to a different city, to just to live at least for a few days or a few weeks, a better experience, that's what I'm going to do. So, for example, Santa Catarina, I've already said that I've lived there for a while. So when I can, I'll go there just to espairecer a little bit. And how about you, Clinton?
I was thinking about what doesn't motivate me because uh, every every trip has a specific reason, and I can't remember at the moment what a specific thing doesn't motivate me to choose a place for a trip. I don't know, but I enjoy different kind of trips, like nature, explore nature things, adventure places, cultural places too, like museums. I also enjoy to places where you know that history passed through there. Uh, are very nice for me too. So uh, I enjoy a broad kind of trips. It's just important to be in the mood to and prepare. For example, if you are going to a place that is very cold at the moment, like zero uh, graus and etc., 0 degree, you have to be prepared and have proper clothes. Otherwise, you're going to suffer a lot. So I know a lot of people who hates to be in colder places, but in my
I
opinion, it's
love that
just
as well.
it's more a thing about preparation than it's a bad place to go. And yeah, you have to adapt in the climate where you're going to. My wife, for example, she doesn't have the costume to see what's the weather where she's going to. So it happens sometimes we're going to a place and it's cold and and she says, "Oh my God, it's cold and I don't have the clothes to be here." So uh,
It's a
it's
problem, really.
I can understand this, but yeah, I enjoy different kind of places to go.
Clinton, my fiance is from Northeast, right? So for her, it's hard when we talk about USA, Canada. I forgot this country, and another cold place. But I don't know about you, but I will go there someday in my life. And if, oh no, don't worry, I will. I used to live in this kind of place and something like that, you know. She says that, you know. I don't know.
Oh, nice. And you, Rodrigo, what motivated you to choose a specific destination?
Is good question and the very difficult answer because this I don't choose the specific destination because one thing, but I I try to choose destination for uh, cost benefits, cost benefits, and other things. For example, when I visited the beach, my first ride on the beach, um, I like the beach, but my wife hates the beach. Hates the weather. Don't like swimming. Don't like the uh, beach. Don't like the sun. It's complicated. And uh, in this travel,
Why,
specific travel,
man?
yes. This funny because this travel, specific travel, I think it is, uh, I think in the 7 days or 6 days in the beach, a specific place in Recife, Porto de Galinhas, these places. My wife enjoy the ocean two 2 days.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness.
for 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 the max time, mm, I think in this 1 hour max time,
Oh,
1 hour is
it's
is
impossible.
no, it's crazy because this I like swimming, I like the beach, I like water. I I see one glass of water, I enjoy the one glass. My My daughter too. My daughter like too. Water in this specific travel. Uh, my wife and I go to Recife, because the strategic places. I visit in museum. I visit in other places in Recife and go to the beach.
Of
This
course.
chose because this. And is funny because this I don't see uh I spend the time in visiting the museum and visiting these places uh, when I have beach
Water
and I have
around you.
yes. But I like visiting the museum in Recife. I think in this name Ricardo Brenar is very big museum in Recife. Is very a lot of things in medieval things in the other things. Uh, and my wife, before after this travel, talking me. Museum is like it. Do you like it, the museum? Go out to the museum. That's I talk to my wife in calm, go to other beats before and after other museums. Okay, right? Now is now my oldest daughter is 8 years, um, expressing my wife because this I like the beach. My daughter I like the beach too. My wife is
It's
more press.
democracy.
Yes, because this I love. Uh, I I don't know sempre. I always lose this chose the place because this one when I choose the culture no because I don't visit other cultures the places. Uh, I I think I put ideas, né? My daughter, beach, and me, beach. My wife, cold, cold place. No, no. I hate cold place. The beach. It's crazy, but it's funny too.
I can imagine your funny moments and the
Yes.
family, the Rodrigo Santos family's moments is so funny. I'm sure that.
It's very funny.
Especially when you have to choose on some place to go.
It's very funny. It's very funny. In the next year, I go to the I don't know. I think the beach park. Yes, beach park. And my wife is very hungry because this my daughter and I uh, enjoyed the swimming. I don't know piscina in English, but I every hours for a day, my daughter and I swimming. Uh, it's it's enjoy the swimming, but my wife is very angry because this swimming pool. Yes, my wife and visit the other places. We and my enjoy in the beach party. I enjoy the swim. I enjoy the pool. No, it's crazy. It's funny, but it's difficult. That's it, guys.
Nice. For me, I have three things that makes me choose a destination. One is when I will know a new ecosystem. I love to be a new kind of nature that I never see in my life. There's a new trees, new animals. This is amazing for me. I love, and there is a lot of different kinds of ecosystem here in Brazil. That's amazing. So you can
For a
know.
while.
Yes, now I want to know the Cerrado that I don't know yet.
Enjoy
And
while it still exists.
Yeah,
yes.
for a while.
And I think another thing is the food. I thinking Norway. I already thinking cold. There is bacalhau. Or I thinking Italy. I already thinking parmigiano. So this is my thing. And there is a third thing that I forgot. Oh my god, how I forgot that. But I remember. There is when I can find some fabrics or countries or places. They're specialized in do tessile things. Oh, fabrics or hugs or blankets. This is a thing that I like a lot. I'm a very specific person, I think.
I worked
And
textile industry. You said industria textil. I don't know how can I say that. I worked for in my first job of my life. One of my first job in my life was in a textile industry. I don't know if textile is right.
wow, which is a fabric of fa-
Textile.
factory
Yeah,
of fabric.
yeah. Factory.
Factory of
Yeah.
fabric.
That company produced the uh, nossa, tapete. Hard words to say. Carpet,
Like
yeah,
carpet.
carpet, yeah, carpets and another piece of Pano. It's hard to say, guys.
Fabric, yeah, I think you can
Clothes,
use fabric.
I guess.
Clothes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
But
that's
I was
nice.
SIT. I was the uh, IT kid on the that factory, you know. Oh, o menininho da informática. I was that kind of guy by the time.
Nice. Well, let's go to the question number two. Who wanna read this one for us? Aparecida, can you read the question number two for us, please?
Number two, when visiting a new country, what do you like to learn about their culture? Well, normally I visited only Chile and Paraguay near here. But I want to visit Uruguay too in the future and another place, Canada maybe or Ireland. I don't know. I in the future. But normally I search about historical places to visit. I go in the normal path the tourists go. I'm not a adventure person. I go to the normal. I visit the historical places because I love the know about the history. However, when I go, I want to know about the history. Normally, I choose historical place. Normally, to go to museums or something like this, like I said before, and new places near the natural too, not only historical place. And I love search about the restaurants too because I love try new kind of foods. I love, man. Normally, I search about this guys this kind of thing and learn about and try the foods. Since I don't know, I try because I love know new flavors and new foods, and for me it's amazing. For me, the travel in a new place here in Brazil or abroad, it's the food. We need try the food. Yes.
Nice, thank you. I totally agree with you, Aparecida. The food is very important. It's a cultural part of that society, I think. Rodrigo, can you answer this one for us, please?
Yes, yes. I haven't visited any countries yet, but I have on list of the countries I want to visit in the future, in the next years. Um, More specific, more big list because this I intend visiting a lot of cultures because there's a lot of thinkings. For example, I intend visiting um Europe, more cultures for Europe because this culture, food, because this football too, and I intend visiting one place in the game in the Champions League in the futures. I intend visiting other countries because the places for castle for uh, other historic thinkings. I intend to visit other countries because the beach, for example, Maldives,
Of course,
but
the
more
beach.
expensive, more expensive. I try to learn the English because this I intend to gain to the euro or dollar because this my drink is expensive. Uh, uh, I intend to visit the USA because the park of the Disney for my daughters is a lot of countries I intend to visit in the future because this I need to learn English very fast in the next year for enjoying the other other job and again to the euro or dollar. That's it, guys.
Nice. We are here at 7 a.m. for a good reason to know another places in the world. I'm liking that. Clinton, can you answer this one for us, please?
Well, uh, in my case, I it's funny because usually I actually don't like to know so much about the place where I'm going to because I think I'm going to be spoiled and I would like to have the surprise to learn new things. So, but on the other hand, when I went to Italy and knew all the museums, etc., history places, I felt like if I studied more about the places where I went, maybe I would enjoy it more because I don't know, it's so vast the history about some places, and so sometimes if you are not if you don't know what you are seeing, you don't know how big is is that thing. So it happened to me sometimes in on specific places. But for example, if we're going to amusement parks, I don't want it to know in advance what's going to happen in the things are going to see. The surprise thing is stronger in this kind of places, and and cultural places. I'm today I'm more mixed feelings about this, about studying or knowing a lot or not about the place. But yeah, I think depending where you're going, if you're going to a bit, whatever, it's going to be water, sand, and that's it. A nice view. You don't have to worry about cultural things, traditions, history about the place, usually. But uh, language too, it helps a lot when you study and know uh, elementary phrases to, for example, asking to go to where is the bathroom, uh, what is this? If you can choose something on the meal, some ingredient, this kind of things helps you a lot when you're going to a place, uh, another country because the language is different. Uh, and this helps too. So yeah, learning about the culture depends or what you're going to see, and know the minimal things about the language will help you to. If you're not, for example, if you're going to France, you don't speak French at all, you're going to suffer a little bit because people hate to speak English there. Many times they know what you're saying, but they pretend not to know. So it happens there. That's it.
But there is a thing that I think that helps in our trip. They're saying that you're a Brazilian. Oh, I'm a Brazilian. Oh, Brazilian football, Maria Maria, Milton Nascimento. I think that's
Milton
has been.
Nascimento, it's
Yes, I
a
already
very
heard
It's
known
that.
it's new.
person
It's new
around
for
the
me.
world.
Yeah, can you believe I heard that when I was in France? Oh my God.
Damn,
Milton Nascimento. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I was
Uh,
expecting that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neither do I. Well, uh, and you, Osvaldo, can you tell a little bit for
Well,
us?
we are talking about question number two, right? Okay, okay. Well, I was thinking about this question. about just to travel, I have a curiosity to know Iceland, Iceland country, because I love some bands that country, and I remember some years ago I found a YouTube video that a driver had used a GoPro cam inside a car ride on the Iceland streets, and I've searched about more about that country. I know that country is a volcanic place and have so beautiful natural place. And yeah, I remember that I've played a game called Euro Truck that you can drive around of this a piece of this country as well. And yeah, I have I'd like to go there someday in my life just to visit, just to have a fun. And yeah, uh, I think it's the only country that I have a curiosity to know without another place when we talk about career and life aspiration, like money and great economic place to live, and about education, something like that. And yeah, that's it. And Mel, please answer up for us.
Well, I think in this case, I say I like to learn a little bit, at least the basic of the culture of the place. I didn't go abroad yet, but that's something that I intend to do. And for example, just some things to mention, like the tomada. If the tomada is different, we need to know that before, so that we don't break our face when going there and finding that em cima da hora, so it doesn't happen. And the language, of course, talking about this that can facilitate us to in so many situations. So I do believe that at least trying to learn a little bit about the culture, about the weather too, like the moment of the year, the season of the year where you're going. That can be a great thing to get to know, because that can be, for example, to I don't know, to a place who it's previsto to have, anything. It's so furacão or these other things. That's why we need to be so cautious about this. But if you know that's a place, an okay place, that there's anything like that, but I'd say it's okay just to go with the courage and find that out when you're there. Of course, when you're alone, that's easier for you to desenrolar the things. So for you to do the things, if you need to move, if you need to change something, that's totally fine. It's you on the control over things. But if you have another person, you need to take care of both each other, and that's it.
Nice. Thank you, Mel. Well, for me, there is a thing that a strange thing that I like to do when I'm visiting another place. That is go to the supermarket. I think there is a cultural experience go to the supermarket in another place, because you know a lot of things that you don't never see in your life. Oh my God, what this kind of thing is that? And I think that's very nice. And I like to try to taste these new things and bring all these things for my house. I think that makes me feel the trip for a longer time. So I am here. I just go back of Minas Gerais, and now I'm eating the goiabada and the doce de leite and the things that I brought to of there. So I think that's a very nice thing to do, to know how the people of that place live in, and how it costs living in that place too. Well, Uh, Osvaldo, can you start to read the question number three for us, please? We have an expression.
Okay, let's do it. Do you prefer visiting famous tourist attractions or do you like to go off the beaten path? Why? I think I'm a kind of a person that I prefer to go off the beaten path. For example, I said about Iceland, and yeah, I think it's not common in our country because we don't have a related culture in between Brazil and this part of the world, right? Um, and yeah, I used to think of the different way in almost things of my life about the song, like I was uh, texting on the chat, and another things. For example, actually, I'm a front end guy as my job, but I'm studying Python, learning more about data and AI, something like that. And I had a job interview yesterday, and that person asked me about that, and asked me, "Oh, do you prefer front end?" Oh, of course, I prefer front end because I have some experience, and I have more background in this topic, but I have a lot of interesting things in my mind about this world and this field. Yeah, and I don't know about the future. Right? I don't know about the new challenge that lie ahead. So maybe it's important to know another program language, another specific field, something like that. Yeah. So I go to off the beaten path in my case. And you, Aline?
I prefer to go off the beaten path too. I'm living in a place that is off of the beaten path. It's very famous, but it's very hard to get here. It's far, it's not a good road, so it's very isolated place. But I prefer to know things that is not so famous. Of course, I like to go in a touristic thing too, to know things that are
To the
very
beach,
famous.
Popular Beach, for example. I like that.
No, the beach
No?
there is a lot of persons. I don't like to go. I like to remote beach. So there is not a
I like both.
crowded.
I like it both.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
In
think
this
that
case, okay? In this case. Only this case.
I think there is a value too. When you're in a beach, there is a lot of people. You have a lot of things to do. You have cheese to eat. You have caldinho here in
Attractions.
our twist of yeah. I think it has your value, of course. But in normal way, I prefer stay off of the beating path. And you, Mel, what do you prefer?
Well, in general, I would say both too. Of course, the easiest one is about to go off the beaten path because I don't have to worry. Things are usually cheaper than in a tourist attraction, for example, or a touristic place. But it's also great having the experience about living or being in a tourist attraction in a tourist city, for example. I used to do that in Santa Catarina, but that was great because we had all the time, every day, like to do whatever we wanted. And when that's the famous part, the famous season where people would go there more, we would relax because we didn't need to go there in that moment. We just would go to the beach, for example, in another season, in another day where people wouldn't be there so much. But in general, I think both, and especially talking about the new countries, I'd say mainly the famous touristic attractions because you never know exactly what exactly to expect from other places that you don't really know how it is. So it's better for you to stay in the safe area that okay, I know this place, I know people talk about this place, so it's safer for me. That's it.
Well, and you, Rodrigo, can you answer this one for us, please? Number three.
Yes. I don't, for me, my family too, I don't have one specific kind of the famous tourists or the fifth party because this um, I like it to famous uh, famous places. For example, uh, visiting the famous beach or the famous museums, other places. But I hate places a lot of people uh, in the I don't know muvuca. But for example, when I visit the USA, Disney, for example, is a lot of people. It's okay because this Disney in the park of the Disney is a lot of people's visiting for a day, for months. Um, I don't have one uh, specific kind of the places when I visit. I choose famous places. I choose the main parts too. When I travel to the Pacific, when I show you, um, I visited a lot of places, a lot of beaches. I think there's 8 or 7 beaches, different beaches, and I think there's 4 beaches is the uh, not famous beaches. It's beautiful. It's a lot of beautiful places. Um, a little, a little, a little, I think a little persons in the beach. In the beach is more beautiful. It's more relaxed. It's good, but I like to visit the famous beach too because this when I visited the places, I I I want to see these famous beaches for before visiting I search I see the recommendation and thereafter I think it's good no it's not good I don't visit in the other opportunities oh that's very good I visit in the other opportunities is very good too is okay this recommendation is true this recommendation for me is good I think it is.
Nice, very nice. And for you, Aparecida, what do you prefer? A calm or a overcrowded place?
I prefer calm places normally. Sometimes a crowd place, depend of the situation. But for me, I prefer the common place for tourists, like the Oswald said. I prefer stay safe. I'm not an adventure people. I don't like hiding places. Some people love choose and find hiding places and explore new things or but when I travel normally it's a city or a place I don't know well then, like Rodrigo said, I search about and I look for the safe place to visit to tourists with good evaluations. And I prefer staying this place normally, except when I find someone there who knows some place who are safe and more hidden because if I want I can choose I always choose hiding place because I like more calm places not the crowded places but normally these places are more safe because there are more, I don't know the word, but more policemen, something like this. It's more safe in general. I believe I have a medo fair about some things when, in tourist place. We see some situations, dangerous situations, and I prefer staying in safe place. For me, is this.
Nice, thank you. We have just a little bit time, so I will skip the next question and go to the number 5. What are some of the most, oh, sorry, I'm reading the wrong question. Number 6. What kind of local food do you like to try when you visit a new place? I think then you go on a fast answer right now. Can you start, Osvaldo?
Okay. Well, I agree with you, Aline and Aparecida, about the food in another place, but I'm not sure about India, for example. See if I like to taste this kind of food. I don't know. But in general, yeah, I intend to taste some foods in Asian countries, or yeah, different uh, medium or Oriente Médio. I don't know. Can I say that? Yeah, I I'd like to taste that. And for you, Mel?
Well, for me, as you said, like this Indian food, it's something that I wouldn't try because, talking about this, I won't spend my time eating a food that will make me waste time at the hotel because I couldn't do anything else until days, five, like 3 days until everything is out because, no, this kind of food is not my type. But the ones who I already know, in general. So the fast foods or the restaurants that I know that are big, they have a great quality of the products of the ingredients, so that I won't have problem talking about this. And how about you, Rodrigo?
It's funny for me because this when I visit in other places, I try to choose normally foods because I have feared the sick during the travel. I think if I eat in the specific foods in the first day for my travel and I'm seeking for other days, it's very bad for me. Uh, I don't try to eat a lot of foods uh, when I travel. But I think in this depend the places. For example, I think in this Italian food is okay. I eat a lot in the of the kind of the foods, good. But in Nordeste, I don't eat a lot of foods. And a lot of fishes, a lot of other foods. For example, bode. I don't eat bode when I visit Nordeste because bode, no, I don't know. But it's okay. I eat in the kitchen, I eat in the meat too. It's okay for me. And you, parecido? Parecida, né? Que me falou.
But for me, I like to try dishes in general and sweets. I try everything I saw in front of me. With safe, of course. I look like Mel said, if it's okay, the food, the way the people make the food. And in general, I like taste every kind of foods. Dishes or sweets or something like this. I don't know how we can say it, tenders, but something like this. Foods in to the place, regional foods. And I, when I talk about foods, I am adventurous. Okay, I try, and normally I like it. In the first moment. Sometimes I don't like, but in general, normally, I like it because I love the different tastes and the textures and flavors. For me, it's amazing. And one thing I don't like because my body not resistant about spicy foods. Because I have a problem. I can't eat spicy food. Pepper for me, I can't. I tried sometimes, but not possible. I can't. Eu não consigo engolir. I don't know how I can say English, but eu não é um problema. I have a problem. I can't. But it's this. I love.
Thank you. I think I'm like you, Aparecida. I take my chances. I eat everything that I've seen in front of me on the street food, the things that you see. Oh my God, I eat that. Yes or not? Yes, of course. Let's try this. Of course, sometimes accidents happen, but I will always take my chance. And for you, Clinton.
Usually, I I have a few issues about local food because me as a vegetarian, not every place has vegetarian options. So, for example, every time I go to the beach, I know I'm going to eat just French fries because I don't eat fish, and every place you go, it's a beach place, it has fish or something like that, and it's rare to have vegetarian options on this kind of things, this kind of places. And other places you have to suffer too. For example, in the US, when I went there, you are only going to eat junk food because normal food, natural food is so expensive compared to junk food, and you have to separate a whole budget only for meals if you're like to going to if you would like to enjoy more quality food. So it depends where you're going. So some places are easier, not others aren't.
Well, people, our time is it's over. Thank you so much. Until the next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.